scary, what will happen to Scorpio in 2026 that asterisk Scorpio? Something is approaching you in 2026, something that will shake everything you know about yourself. Relationships, destiny, intuition, nothing will remain the same. The ancients called this the shadow that awakens Scorpio's hidden power. Modern astrologers avoid talking about it, but today you'll hear every word. Stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to reveal could completely change your perception of the coming year. Scorpios, you've always felt you carry something different, an intuition nobody understands, a force nobody can explain. In 2026, this force will be tested like never before. The year brings 3 signs that can transform your life for the better or into total chaos. And the third sign is the most powerful of all. Are you ready? Because 2026 won't be an ordinary year for Scorpio. Your sign enters a cycle of spiritual revelation, but also of inevitable confrontations. The truth you avoided, the person you didn't expect to see again, the secrets someone's keeping from you. Everything returns. If you're a Scorpio or have this sign strong in your chart, leave your like now, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because 2026 will be intense, and you need to know every detail of what's coming. Asterisk first warning. The return of what you didn't close asterisk 2026 awakens what was dormant. Scorpio is a sign of depth, but often holds unresolved ancient pains. Relationships left hanging. Cycles that were never closed. Words that were never spoken. At the beginning of 2026, something or someone returns, not as a simple reunion, but as a test. You'll be forced to face something you avoided for a long time. A karmic bond. A forgotten memory that's reborn to be healed or destroyed once and for all. Asterisk second warning. The fall of illusion asterisk Scorpio is the sign of deep truth. But during 2025, you believed in something or someone that wasn't what it seemed. In 2026, the mask falls, and it falls in a way that changes everything. You discover something hidden that completely transforms your vision of an important person. It could be in partnership, friendship, romance, or even that silent enemy who smiled at you while plotting behind your back. Asterisk third warning. The hidden power awakens asterisk, but the most frightening and transformative warning is the third. It's when your true strength awakens. An energy that was locked inside you. A capacity you never fully used. A spiritual power that belongs only to Scorpio. When this awakens, nothing in your path remains the same. If you're enjoying this so far, subscribe now to the Astrological Revelations channel, because what comes next is even deeper, and you can't miss any detail. Asterisk the year of shadow revelation asterisk Scorpio. Something is coming your way in 2026, something so intense, so deep, so transformative that it can completely change your destiny. The ancients called this the year of shadow revelation. Modern astrologers avoid speaking about it because what's written for your sign isn't for any heart to bear. But you're not just anyone. You feel it, don't you? You feel the weight of the invisible. You feel the movement of what's to come. As if something inside you is being slowly awakened, preparing for an inevitable change. 2026 isn't an ordinary year for your sign. It's a watershed, a portal, a turn of destiny. 2026 brings an energetic movement that affects your emotions, your relationships, your intuition, and even your security. There's something coming for you that's deep, transformative, and inevitable. If you stay with me until the end, you'll discover what the greatest challenge Scorpio will face is and what hidden power awakens precisely because of this challenge. Asterisk the return of the unfinished asterisk Scorpio. 2026 begins with a movement many of you are already sensing. The return of what you left behind. And this return isn't symbolic, it's not poetic. It's real, direct, and inevitable. You'll reunite with a feeling you tried to bury, a relationship that never had a clear ending, or a person you truly believed you'd never see again. This reunion doesn't come to bring peace, at least not at first. It comes as a test, a mirror, a portal for you to face what you avoided for years. Scorpio, you've always been emotionally deep, but also an expert at hiding what you feel. But in 2026, this will no longer be possible. Life will place you face to face with something you tried to forget, and you can choose heal or repeat. If this is making sense to you, leave your like and subscribe. This really helps my work and ensures you receive the next chapters of this revelation. But this is just the first warning. The second is even more frightening. Asterisk the fall of illusion. What you didn't see will be revealed. Asterisk Scorpio. In 2026, a great truth will be revealed. And this truth isn't simple. It's not light. And it's not something you expect. This revelation comes from someone very close. It could be someone from family, a friend you trusted, a partner, someone from the past, or even a person who always treated you well but was hiding something from you. Whenever a truth falls in Scorpio's life, it falls like a stone, and this fall opens your eyes like never before. You'll discover a hidden intention, an old lie, a secret that completely changes how you see someone. This revelation hurts, but it frees you. The year 2026 implodes the illusions you nurtured, and in their place your real vision is born, the vision only Scorpio possesses, the vision that sees behind masks. If this is making sense to you, comment here, I feel this energy. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now so you don't miss the next chapter, because it's the strongest of all. Asterisk the awakening of hidden power. Asterisk Scorpio. Everyone talks about your power, but very few know what it really means. In 2026, you'll discover this for yourself. There's a dormant power in you, an internal force that only awakens when Scorpio goes through pain, loss, rupture, or deep transformation. The most frightening thing is that it will awaken precisely because of the two previous warnings, the return of the past and the revelation of a hidden truth. These two forces activate within you something called by ancient astrology the dark flame of rebirth. This means your intuition will become sharper than ever. False people will be detected instantly. Your spiritual paths will open, and you'll have the courage to cut what needs to be cut. Scorpio is reborn in 2026, and this rebirth isn't symbolic. It's real, deep, and transformative. But there's still something more, the fourth sign. The strongest prophecy of the year for your sign. Asterisk the prophecy of the inevitable encounter. Asterisk there's someone who will cross your path in 2026. It's not just anyone. It's not an ordinary encounter. It's someone destined to pull you into a new cycle. It could be a love that changes your direction, a spiritual partnership, a person who guides you, or someone who appears precisely when everything seems out of place. This encounter has a purpose. To direct you. And even if at first it seems strange, this person has an important role in your destiny. But be careful. Along with this energy of encounter also comes the energy of separation. Scorpio, you'll lose someone in 2026. Not necessarily through rupture, but because some cycles simply need to close. When this cycle closes, your path opens. Asterisk the transformation. Asterisk Scorpio. 2026 is the year you stop being who you were to become who you should always have been. It's the year that tests, exposes, reveals, transforms, and liberates. At the end of it all, you'll be stronger, more intuitive, and more prepared for what comes next. If what I said here made sense to you, don't ignore the signs. Subscribe now to the Astrological Revelations channel. Like this video and leave your comment saying, I want Scorpio Part 2. Because this video is just the surface. There's still much you need to know about 2026, and I'm going to reveal everything to you. Asterisk the cycle that needs to die for you to be reborn. Asterisk Scorpio. There are cycles you try to sustain out of fear, attachment, loyalty, or simply out of habit. But 2026 arrives as an inevitable cut. There's something in your life, a situation, a behavior, a relationship, an emotional pattern that's exhausting itself. And even if you try to hold on, the universe will take it from your hands. I know this is scary. But you need to understand one thing. Nothing that's torn from Scorpio is really a loss. Everything that leaves open space for something much greater. 2026 forces you to let go of what no longer vibrates in your future. You'll feel a sensation of repulsion for old things, an inexplicable desire to distance yourself from certain people, an internal discomfort that points exactly to what should be left behind. Scorpio, this isn't confusion. This is your soul freeing you. This closure is painful, but it's the beginning of your true ascension. If this is already happening to you, comment here, I recognize this cycle. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the moment. There's much more coming. Asterisk the portal of intuition. Your vision expands asterisk Scorpio. 2026 will be the year when your intuition doesn't just increase, it becomes practically impossible to ignore. You'll begin to feel things before they happen, perceive intentions before hearing words, identify lies before they're spoken. You may even try to doubt this intuition, but the universe will prove to you repeatedly that it's right. Ancient astrologers called this the vision of the closed eye. It's when Scorpio doesn't need to see to perceive. This may scare you at first because you'll perceive things in people close to you, things they hide, things they would never admit. But at the same time, this vision protects you, guides you, strengthens you. In 2026, you become someone impossible to deceive, and this changes everything around you. Asterisk the challenge of solitude. When the universe distances you from everything asterisk Scorpio. Nobody talks about this, but I will. In 2026, you may go through a period of isolation. It's not abandonment. It's not rejection. It's the universe placing you in a space where nothing external interferes with your rebirth process. You'll feel less patience for empty conversations, less desire to be with some people, an enormous need for silence, a call to reorganize your energy. This isolation isn't punishment, it's preparation. It's in silence that Scorpio is reborn. It's in solitude that you find yourself. It's away from the noise that you discover who you really are. But this emotional retreat is just the portal. What comes next is even more powerful. Asterisk Destiny's surprise. What you didn't expect will happen asterisk Scorpio. Here's the truth few are prepared to hear. 2026 holds an unexpected event for you. Something that changes your plans, your routine, or your path completely. It could be an opportunity that appears out of nowhere, a person who appears at the exact moment, a sudden decision, or even an unexpected ending that opens a brilliant beginning. This event isn't random. It was written in your path. Scorpios don't live ordinary destinies. You live marked destinies. If you're feeling this, if something is already changing inside you, subscribe to the channel now. I'm still going to reveal the strongest part. The final warning for 2026 asterisk. The final warning. What you need to do to not fail in 2026 asterisk Scorpio. This is the most important point of the entire video. 2026 will be a year of revelations, encounters, losses, rebirths, and tests. But there's only one path that decides whether you'll suffer or whether you'll prosper. And this path is simple. Don't fight against the inevitable. Scorpio only suffers when trying to hold onto what's already ended, when trying to control what's already changing, when trying to resist the flow of destiny. But when you let the universe guide you, when you surrender, accept and follow, life opens doors you never imagined. The year 2026 will only be frightening if you resist. If you trust, it will be liberating. Scorpio, if you felt every word of this video, it's because 2026 is already speaking to you. So now like this video, comment I accept my destiny for 2026 and subscribe to the Astrological Revelations channel. There are still more messages for your sign, more revelations, more details of what's approaching. And I'm going to tell you everything, but only if you're with me until the end. Asterisk the crossroads Scorpio cannot postpone asterisk Scorpio. 2026 brings a crossroads so strong that the entire universe seems to push you toward it, even if you try to ignore it. It's a moment where two paths open before you. One path that demands courage and another that demands renunciation. Here's the most important detail. If you choose the wrong path out of fear, 2026 will charge you. If you choose the right one, 2026 will reward you. Many Scorpios will feel from January to April an almost suffocating internal restlessness. It's not anxiety. It's not doubt. It's your own destiny knocking at the door. When that moment arrives, take a deep breath and remember what I'm telling you now. Only those who face the abyss find the hidden path. Subscribe now to the Astrological Revelations channel, because I'm still going to reveal the most frightening event approaching Scorpio in 2026. And you need to hear this before making any decision. Asterisk, the mandatory rebirth asterisk 2026 is your most intense year since 2014. But here's the raw truth almost nobody says. The universe will force Scorpio to reinvent themselves, whether you want to or not. Some Scorpios will change houses, end cycles that have been dead for years, break with toxic people, distance themselves from those who drain their energy, abandon habits that imprison them. It's not optional, it's karmic. Life will throw situations that force you to be reborn. And being reborn, Scorpio, you know better than any other sign. It hurts, but it liberates. Asterisk, the frightening event asterisk, we've reached the point many Scorpios felt throughout 2025. The sensation that something big is approaching. And it is from May to August. The sign of Scorpio goes through a deep emotional event that affects emotional bonds. Ancient memories, hidden traumas, truths you tried to avoid, and someone from the past who returns unexpectedly. This event has two sides. The frightening side. It places you face to face with a truth you didn't want to see. The revealing side. It unblocks what's been stuck in your life for a long time. Don't be afraid. The universe isn't trying to knock you down. It's trying to free you from the last chain preventing you from rising. Asterisk, the secret door that opens after pain asterisk. Now take a deep breath. Because after facing this truth, something rare happens. Scorpio gains access to an opportunity no other sign receives in 2026. A hidden door, an unexpected path. A chance that changes your financial, emotional, spiritual, and personal life. But attention, this door only opens after the previous revelation. Without facing the truth, the door doesn't appear. Subscribe now to the Astrological Revelations channel because I'm still going to reveal the month of the turning point, who the person is that returns, the final warning Scorpio needs to avoid, and the reward waiting for you in the last quarter. You can't miss this. It's literally the most important piece of your destiny for 2026. Asterisk, the turning month for Scorpio asterisk Scorpio. There's a month in 2026 that completely changes the course of your story. That month is September. September is when a truth becomes impossible to ignore. An opportunity appears out of nowhere. A cycle finally closes. And the universe delivers a direct sign to you. Without metaphors, without half words. Many Scorpios will feel as if life is suddenly turning. But this turn isn't random. September is the month where your karma balances. When karma adjusts, two things can happen. An unexpected blessing or an awakening impact. But the direction of this turn depends on only one thing. Whether you fled or faced what 2026 brought in the first months. Subscribe now to the Astrological Revelations channel because I'm still going to reveal who the person is that returns. The warning you need to avoid. And Scorpio's final reward. Asterisk, who is the person returning in 2026 asterisk, yes. In 2026, someone returns to Scorpio's life. But it's not just anyone. It's someone you already tried to forget, who you already forgave or thought you forgave, who left you doubt, mark, or longing, who didn't close the cycle with you. This person returns because the energy between you was stuck in time, and 2026 is the year this finally needs to be resolved. But attention, this person's return can mean two things: definitive closure, an energetic goodbye that frees your life, or surprising restart. Something that only happens when both go through the same internal awakening. Here's the detail few Scorpios perceive. The return isn't about love, it's about destiny. This person returns to activate a change you need to live. Asterisk, the final warning Scorpio needs to avoid asterisk Scorpio. 2026 has only one serious risk for you. And this risk is giving in to the wrong impulse. You're a sign of intensity, passion, courage. But you're also a sign that feels everything deeply. The great warning of 2026 is, don't make definitive decisions moved by the emotion of the moment. Because this year will stir jealousy, resentments, expectations, old insecurities, memories that return like waves. If you decide something in the heat of these emotions, you may break an opportunity that only returns in 2032. The warning is simple but powerful. Wait 48 hours before deciding anything serious. Whether relationship, money, changes, answers, or breakups. These 48 hours are your spiritual protection in 2026. Asterisk, the final reward of your destiny asterisk. Now take a deep breath, because the most beautiful part of 2026 is here. After facing the crossroads, the rebirth, the revealed truth, the return of the past, the emotional warning, and the turning month, Scorpio receives the most powerful reward of the entire zodiac in 2026. Emotional independence, financial independence, spiritual independence. 2026 ends with Scorpio stronger than ever. In the last quarter, October, November, and December, emerges a new professional path, a sincere and stable emotional bond, an opportunity that seems like a miracle, an impossible to ignore personal shine, the feeling of now, yes, my life is moving. You close 2026 at the peak of your strength, leaving everything that hurt you behind. It's your year of liberation. Asterisk, the universe's final message for Scorpio asterisk. The energy being sent to your sign in 2026 says only one thing. Don't be afraid to let what doesn't recognize you go away. Life isn't taking anything from you. It's opening space for everything that's truly yours to finally enter. Scorpio, if you felt this video, if something touched your heart or seemed to speak directly to your life, subscribe now to the Astrological Revelations channel. Your subscription isn't just a click. It's what allows the channel to grow and continue bringing deep content like this. Comment, I accept my destiny for 2026 so this energy is activated in your path. Asterisk, the hidden signs that begin to appear asterisk Scorpio. You can try to ignore it, but 2026 brings signs so strong they're chilling. Signs that appear in repeated dreams, in songs that appear out of nowhere, in random conversations that seem like spiritual hints, in déjà vu so intense they leave you frozen for seconds, in the gaze of someone you barely know but feel as if you've lived another life with this person. These signs aren't coincidence. They're messages from the universe preparing you for the great turn. Here's the detail. The more you resist, the stronger the signs become. 2026 isn't playing with Scorpio. It's a year of warning, but also of illumination. Subscribe now to Astrological Revelations, because the next chapters deeply affect emotions. Asterisk, Scorpio's dark side that emerges in 2026 asterisk yes. 2026 awakens a side of you that you hide even from those you love. That silent, mysterious, intuitive, observant, and extremely strategic part. But this dark side isn't negative. On the contrary, it's your secret weapon this year. Because 2026 exposes fake people, reveals masks, uncovers hidden intentions. And you, Scorpio, are already born with the ability to see in the dark. But in 2026, this ability becomes 10 times stronger. You'll perceive who lies by their breathing, who envies you by their tone of voice, who desires you by their gaze, who fears you by their silence, and who loves you by the sincerity that doesn't need words. 2026 activates the most sagacious version of you. Asterisk, the karmic cleansing you cannot avoid asterisk. There's something heavy happening in Scorpio since 2023. An accumulated emotional burden. A wear you pushed under the rug. A pain you disguised with strength. In 2026, this energy can no longer be hidden. There will be internal confrontations, deep questionings, moments of silence that weigh heavy, truths you swallowed and never digested. But here's the plot twist. This karmic cleansing doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to prepare you. The universe wants you to enter 2027 light, free, without dragging resentments, weights, guilt, or toxic bonds. This cleansing is mandatory. It's your liberation. Asterisk, Scorpio's prophetic intuition 2026 awakens in you an intuition so strong it's frightening. You'll feel that you know what a person will say before they open their mouth. Know when someone is hiding something from you. Know when an opportunity is good or a trap. Know when to move forward and when to retreat. Even know what will happen before it happens. This prophetic intuition is a rare ability. Few signs receive this gift in 2026, and Scorpio receives it completely. That's why, never ignore your first instinct in 2026. It won't deceive you. Asterisk, the silent enemy asterisk, this part is delicate. In 2026, a silent enemy appears in Scorpio's path. It's not necessarily a bad person. It's not a dangerous person. It's not someone who openly wishes you harm. Actually, it's someone who admires you but envies you. This person observes your every step, compares their life with yours, pretends to be on your side, but inside hopes you'll fall. You'll feel this energy until August. But the most interesting thing is, they can't reach you because your spiritual protection in 2026 is sky high. The only thing this enemy does is reveal themselves on their own. Asterisk, the spiritual protection surrounding Scorpio asterisk now prepare for something beautiful. 2026 delivers to Scorpio a level of spiritual protection that rarely happens. You're being guided, protected, strengthened. This protection appears through premonitions, synchronicities, unexpected route changes, separations that hurt but save, people who disappear without explanation, signs that redirect you. This protection is so strong that some things you wanted very much won't happen. You'll think it's loss, but later you'll realize it was deliverance. Asterisk, the portal that opens in November asterisk, now we reach the spiritual apex of the year. November 2026 opens an extremely powerful portal for Scorpio. This portal activates purpose, clarity, vision of the future, courage to risk, new beginnings, a new emotional cycle, deep healing. It's as if you're pulled into a new reality. You'll feel this clearly in your body, in your energy, in your heart. November is the climax of your destiny. It's the time when everything makes sense. Asterisk, Scorpio's ascension asterisk, after all the pain, cleansing, revelation, and turning point, Scorpio finally ascends. Ascension means wisdom, emotional maturity, a new sense of worth, an internal force nobody can knock down, elevated consciousness, the feeling of I survived and now I've grown. 2026 ends with you in the best moment of your life. And it's not an exaggeration. It's destiny. Scorpio, if this video spoke to you, if it touched your soul, if it made you feel something deep, subscribe now to the Astrological Revelations channel. Your subscription helps the channel grow and allows me to bring more impactful videos like this. Comment, I accept my ascension in 2026 to activate this energy in your path. Asterisk, the reunion with your own shadow asterisk Scorpio. 2026 has a moment almost nobody talks about, the reunion with your own shadow. And before this sounds negative, understand, your shadow isn't your bad side. It's your unlived side. It's everything you repressed, buried, feared, ignored, silenced to please someone. In 2026, this shadow returns to remind you of who you could have been and still can be. This reunion usually comes through an unexpected situation, a conversation that dismantles you, a memory that returns out of nowhere, an emotional awakening in the middle of the night, a deep questioning during a moment of solitude. This is where many Scorpios will feel, I'm no longer who I was, but I'm also not yet who I'm going to become. This is the portal of transformation. Asterisk, the invisible path only Scorpio can see. Asterisk, 2026 opens a path that isn't physical. It's spiritual. It's not logical. It's intuitive. It's not planned. It's felt. This path appears to you in three forms: synchronicities, repeated numbers, constant signs, absurd coincidences, sudden intuitions, an internal voice that says go this way, forced detours, situations that push you to a different place. This invisible path is so rare that only some signs can access it, and Scorpio is one of them. The most curious thing, this path only appears when you accept letting the past die. As long as you insist on keeping fragments of what hurt you, the path remains hidden. When you release it, it emerges like lightning. Asterisk, destiny's final test asterisk, yes, Scorpio 2026 has a final test. It's not punishment. It's not karma. It's not a charge. It's confirmation. Destiny's final test is something that will prove to the universe whether you're ready to receive what you asked for and what you deserve. This test may appear as a temptation, a repeated situation, a person who returns to test your limits, a dangerous emotional invitation, a doubt that places you in the same old pattern. The test is simple. If you repeat the old behavior, you repeat the destiny. If you act differently, you create a new destiny. The universe just wants to know, did you learn or didn't you learn? This is the moment that defines your timeline in 2026. Asterisk, the encounter that changes everything. Asterisk, here comes something extremely strong. Scorpio will have a striking encounter in 2026. And no, not necessarily romantic. It could be, But it doesn't have to be. This encounter is energetic, it's spiritual. It's intense. It could be with a new person, a mentor, a love, a soul friend, a spiritual guide through synchronicities, or even a version of yourself that awakens from within. This encounter turns the key. You'll feel as if time pauses for a few seconds, as if something inside you said, "This is it. This encounter isn't ordinary. It's pure destiny." It connects you with the lifeline that's been waiting for years. Asterisk, the opening of the 3 portals asterisk Scorpio is the only sign that goes through 3 energetic portals in 2026 portal of healing. Between March and May, where you release pains that have been trapped since 2018. Portal of courage, between August and September, where you make a decision that changes your path. Portal of abundance, between November and December, where everything that was stuck finally moves. These portals are cumulative. Whoever doesn't heal in Portal 1 doesn't receive Portal 2. Whoever doesn't face Portal 2 doesn't access Portal 3. That's why each phase matters. Asterisk, the revelation the universe makes only once asterisk, here's something chilling. There's a revelation that only happens once in Scorpio's life, and 2026 is its year. This revelation is a deep understanding of who you really are, without masks, without interference, without fear. It's when you understand why you suffered, why you needed to go through certain encounters, why certain people stayed, why others left, why it took so long, and especially, why now everything makes sense. This revelation brings an internal peace so strong it's moving. Scorpio ends 2026 with the lightest soul in the last 12 years. Asterisk, the closing of the fire cycle asterisk to close this part. 2026 closes the fire cycle in your life. What does this mean? No more loves that burn. No more bonds that blaze. No more feelings that tear. No more fears that paralyze. No more impulses that hurt. Starting December 2026, you enter the cycle of emotional stability, something rare for Scorpio, and completely deserved. Scorpio, if something in this part moved you, if any phrase entered your heart as confirmation, subscribe now to Astrological Revelations. Your subscription helps the channel grow and allows this deep content to continue being created. Comment, "I choose my destiny in 2026 to activate this energy in your life." Scorpio, 2026 awaits you. The universe awaits you. Your destiny awaits you. You are ready. You've always been ready. Now just take the first step toward your greatest transformation. Thank you for being here with me on this journey. See you in the next video. And may 2026 be your year of total rebirth.